I'm saying? I done pulled up on my dude eyes, man. You never know. What's up with it? I've been trying to get in contact with you for a little minute now, brother.
Perfect timing, bro.
Perfect timing.
Best cinematographers, people should be able to watch your movie on mute and understand everything that's going on.
Right.
So that's what we learned today, which is basically that's the people who do the heavy lifting, the building, and the lighting, okay? I then matriculated to the camera department, and I kind of fell in love with being behind the camera and the thought that goes into making the film. And so that naturally led me to being a director and a producer, and which led me to being an educator, because the movie industry is kind of cutthroat sometimes, and I'd rather work with good people and educate and teach and to be in a warm, loving environment than to be in a hectic film set all the time. So I became an educator, and I've been teaching high school film for the better part of the last 5 years. Once I left the high school classroom, I met my partner Jen, and that ultimately, Jen is a journalist, and she might say a few words too, but Jen is a career print journalist. And so we came together, put our heads together, and figured out how can we empower the storytellers in our city to, one, get better at the camera and the multimedia aspect of storytelling, but also the writing and the thought behind why we tell stories and who we tell stories for. Time is money, literally, on a movie set. You know, every single dollar has been accounted for, and every hour you go over, you gotta pay people extra. But not to mention, you know, sun sets at like 7:40. So we're fighting literally against the sun to get this stuff all shot. So keep that in mind. Feel free to ask questions. And nervously pulls the phone up and answers it, thinking that it's gonna be the worst because he's been here before. He answers the phone, hello doctor. I mean, hello, how you doing? I'm like, hello, who is this? Hi, this is Dr. So-and-so. Congratulations, you're a father to a healthy baby girl. The man is overwhelmed with joy, and that is how we end the scene, okay? So that's the conclusion of our sad, sad movie that finally has a happy ending for the guy and his wife, all right? So I will be playing the guy. I'm gonna be kind of bouncing back from teacher to actor in a way. What we're gonna see is, well, first of all, let's get into...
Is this part of the act, or you going from teacher?
Yeah, no. Trust me, listen, dog. I can't act. So I'm gonna shoot this real quick, and I'll show you how I would do it. That's good. All right. Turn around and look toward the kids for me. Thank you, bro. This is a general frame that I decided. We have the playground in the background. We have the sun and the time of day, right? We have the moss hanging from the trees, so that gives a sense of where we are in the world. And we even have our main character. But because he's so tiny, we don't really know if he's important just yet. Save that for the next shot. All right, come on, Josh. The majority of the frame is taken up by the setting, because that's what I want the audience to understand the majority about this shot, where we are in the universe, okay? But I can definitely see my character. This is somebody. He's the only somebody that I can really make out in the shot, so perhaps he's important to the story. Everybody able to see that? Usually you see this shot a lot in like superhero movies, as like the superhero is running toward the bad guy or something. You see it a lot in like Western movies, as one cowboy is looking at the other cowboy, and you can see him from his spurs all the way up to his hat, because the spurs and the hat are iconic in the cowboy look, right? So you want to see him from head to toe, right? You see this shot a lot in action films, Westerns, superhero movies. You don't see it too much in comedies or in dramas, because most people in comedies and dramas don't look very awesome. You know what I'm saying? From head to toe. All right? So, we are going to try to shoot a full shot now. Josh? For this particular shot, I'm actually going to flip it. There are rules in the film industry about flipping your camera all around the scene, okay? It's a rule called breaking the 180. We are not basically, with the rule, you know what? I'm not gonna go super deep because I don't want to lose nobody. Just know we flipping this around, okay? Because I want to show off who our character is, what they look like, what they're wearing, so on and so forth in this particular shot. check out how I would normally grab a full shot. Just like my wide shots, I can absolutely see the setting. I know where we are in the world. We're at a park, right? We're at a park. But what's clear as day right in front of your face is who the shot is about. It's about our main character and his relationship to this park, i.e. our main character is sitting in a park. All right? So Josh, do me a favor, bro. I want you to sit and just hold the phone like right here. And I'm gonna show you all how I would do a over-the-shoulder shot, whether it was a person or whether it was a cell phone or whether it was a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It doesn't matter. The over-the-shoulder shot, the rule still stays the same. So let me show you how I would go through all the emotions of being afraid of action. One more time, there. One more time. I'm shooting in my nose.
You really cold.
Over the shoulder. And again, over the shoulder is all about relationship. What are the two most powerful or most important things about this shot? In this particular case, it is my man Josh and whatever is on that phone. So this is how I would do an over the shoulder shot. I would probably use a different type of lens to give myself what's called a little more depth of field. That's for a future workshop. We just want to talk about the framing in this particular workshop, okay? All right, you ready, Terry? And action. Cut. This particular insert shot, I shot it in what's called a close-up, which we'll talk about in a little bit. That might be 2 seconds of our movie, but it could be the most powerful 2 seconds in the world. You get what I'm saying? Because we
found out what was going on.
Now we found out who calling him and what's going on, right? It could be the most powerful part of a movie. So you go from sad and hella emotional to joyous and ecstatic, all right?
Oh my goodness.
That's a cut.
Yeah,
all right.
Oh my God.
All right, so come check it out how I would do a close-up shot. Action. Look at this damn shot. It's beautiful. Look at that light in front of my eyes.
Man, that's a good shot.
It makes us feel a little bit happier, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, like we got a little tunnel happening, like, you know what I'm saying? This is an extreme shot, a close-up that almost doubles as an over-the-shoulder, because now we focusing on what's going on behind me. It's an extreme close-up and it's so much more, bro. Shout out to you. I like that. That's fire.
Dope.
That was fire. But all right, everybody. So basically, that's it. Wides are made for setting, mediums are made for your character, and close-ups are made for details. Okay. As you all progress further in your filmmaking and your documentary or storytelling journeys, use some of these different shot angles to help tell your story. If your subject is crying, shoot him in a close-up. If your subject is fighting somebody, shoot it in a medium. If your subject is, you know, walking in the desert and they ain't got nowhere, no water for miles and miles and miles, shoot it in a wide shot. Framing is a great way to convey your message in your story, okay? All in all, I hope you all enjoyed this workshop. Thank you all. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you all so much for coming up and showing out and working with me here today. I'm 29 years old, so I'm still rising and growing in my career. And just like all of you are as well. So we all growing and elevating together. So I really appreciate y'all taking this time out to work with me.
We appreciate you doing
please, if you like what you saw here today, follow Lede New Orleans, share your experience here with your networks. Teach people what you just learned. I ain't got no problem with you giving them the game I just gave you. That's how we build up the film community in our city and in our region. You feel me? So people won't take advantage of what's how we've been doing. We gotta build up our skills. You feel me? So feel free, show people everything I showed you today. Give them the worksheet, make printouts and copies if you want to. And if you like what you felt here, what you learned here today, go ahead, give us a follow. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We're trying to get on TikTok, but I don't understand it. I don't get it.
TikTok's a game all in itself.
I don't get it, but we're trying to get on TikTok, so give us a follow. Like I said, share us. You know, we do stuff like this. We try to do something like this every month. I believe Jen is going to lead a journalism workshop, like how to lead an interview next month. So just be on the lookout for more Lead New Orleans events. And y'all have a great evening, man. Thank y'all so much for coming up.
Thank you.
All right. And if you wanna learn more about me or what I got going on, my name is Ejaz Mason. My Instagram is my name, and my Facebook. Take out the apostrophe on Instagram. Just Ejaz Mason is my name. Go ahead, give me a follow. I am building my Instagram right now, but when I come out with it before the end of the year, it's gonna be fire. Watch, because I got buku content waiting to drop on everybody. But go ahead, give me a follow. I'll follow you back. Really appreciate y'all. And last thing, before I forget, if you took any like behind the scenes pictures or videos, share them with us. Send them to the Lead New Orleans Instagram or whatever, so that we can, you know, put some behind the scenes stuff of what we all learned here today. All right, shout out to y'all, man, and show us what y'all make. If y'all make something in the future and you proud of it, share it, man. I want to see, you know, what y'all working with.
Most definitely.
All right.